Hi guys, it's Sarah. I am coming at you for my 7-month post-op lap band weekly weigh-in and excuse me, 7-month surgiversary video. I was banded 7 months ago on February 25th, 2013. My highest weight back in 2009 was 303 pounds. The weight I was the date I met my surgeon was 282. The weight I was when I came to you guys last week was 234.8, I think. And the weight I was this morning was 236.8. So that was a 2-pound gain for the week and a 66 pound loss overall. So there were high points and very, very low points to this week. I'm really not too bent out of shape about the gain that I saw this morning. I knew I was going to see a gain, and I just knew it was coming. Several reasons. One, Fulton's pumpkin pie flavored cream liqueur. It's basically pumpkin pie Baileys. Yeah, I've had that 2 nights in a row. Delish, but I'm not going to be buying it again because it's so effing good. I mean, seriously, it's like for like 3 ounces, it's like close to 600 calories. It's ridiculous, but it's so good. So that's one reason. Food choices overall have been pretty good. But I also think it's my time of the month is coming. I've mentioned before, I've got the IUD. It really kind of makes everything not predictable, but I remember I had a slight gain at my 6-month surgiversary video that came off within a week, so I'm figuring that's probably what it is too, again, since we're obviously coming up on about that same time. The biggest reason, though, that I think I had a gain is, if you follow me on Facebook, you know this, and for those of you who sent your condolences and well wishes and good vibes and all that, thank you very, very much. But I'm going to be losing my job. And not just me, my entire Denver-based office is going to be losing their job. It's like 175 people thrown to the wolves. We got the news, I believe, Thursday morning, so the day after my update video. My dog's cleaning himself and he was making weird noises. Much as I do when I clean myself. So we just got this weird email that we've never gotten, and we all had to file, 175 of us had to file into a room, probably about as big as this room, and the president of North American King Dick of Shit Mountain or whatever, he came in and was like, yeah, by the second quarter the entire Denver office is going to be dissolved. Terrence, stop! The entire Denver office is going to be dissolved. Most of the jobs are moving to Nashville, with a few going to Phoenix. And it was like, oh, so frying pan or fire. I lived in the South briefly. The South and I we don't agree with each other. The South does not agree with my husband. And it's kind of like a cruel little twist of fate, because at my job, I do importing for a steamship line, and the place that I import to is Memphis, Nashville, and Houston. So I have connections, I know people, I could have friends, I could make it in Nashville, but I couldn't do it, and I could not ask my husband to do it. I couldn't do it. And plus it would be a reduced salary, and my husband would have to uproot, or we would have to be separated for a while, and it was just like, so that was quite a blow, because at this point in time, I'm the breadwinner. It was like oh shit, like what do we do? And I woke up, and I think I had put on, good Lord, 4 or 5 pounds overnight, something like that. I mean, it was just, that weight skyrocketed. I've gone anywhere from, this past week, I've gone anywhere from like 233 to, I believe the highest I saw was 245. It's been all over the place. So that's life, you know. Hopefully I will know more about my job. The rumor mill is saying, not that you guys care, it's a union job. Weird, I know, because it's like an office, but it doesn't matter. But so the union that I work for, excuse me, they have to go in and negotiate with my company and see if they can bargain us a better, you know, severance package or do whatever they do. And what the rumor mill is saying right now is that even though it's going to be wrapped up by the end of second quarter, we are at least guaranteed jobs through the 1st of January, which would be amazing because that would get us through Christmas. It would give us more time to plan. So yeah, but the really stressful thing is that since that's not in writing yet, nobody knows, even though this whole process is going to be done by the end of the second quarter, which is June of 2014, contractually we only need to get 3 weeks notice. So they could give me my notice Friday and say, you got to be out in 3 weeks, and that would be it. So that's kind of what's going on with that. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good with it. I did go on I had one day where I just went on not a full-on binge, but I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. And I just ate what I felt like eating. I ate popcorn, I ate chocolate, hot cocoa, ice cream. I mean, I didn't care. And then I just got up, kind of dusted myself off the next day, and went back to doing me. I also didn't work out for a few days because I felt like numbed and just like kind of shell-shocked. And so I let, like, we found out on Thursday and Friday, I was like, no, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to process this. And then Saturday I was back on the horse, back at spin, back at yoga. Yeah, so it was just processing. And what are we at here? I do such long videos. Sorry, you guys. So there really is something. My husband was saying how when you get stressful news like that, your body does go into a fight or flight response. And similar to the way if you take in too little calories, your body can go into starvation mode and hang on to fat. Apparently something similar can happen when you get really stressful news, and your body will just hold on to water, calories, probably poop even. I mean, you know, that'll happen. So so that's that. I mean, it's life. What are you gonna do? That aside, though, I've had a lot of NSVs this week. I got major kudos in my spin class on Monday. For those of you who take spin, we were doing the slow heavy track where you crank that shit all the way to the right and then you push through. You go as fast as you can, but it's really not that fast. And the teacher, he was standing on the bike and he was like, "And you have the option to sit." And I was like, well, I ate my body weight in cookies, so I'm on Thursday, so I'm going to sit down so that I burn more calories. And I sat down, and holy crap, it was so hard. But I was like, and I was doing it for me, and he was like, "Sarah, you're a beast. Now I have to sit down with you in a show of solidarity." And so he sat down with me, and he was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did that." And I was like, "Thanks, like, thank you," you know? And so that was really cool. It was like, student teaching master. Oh, that was my racist moment of the month. Anyways, that was really cool. I also think I've mentioned to you guys before that when I was like maybe 2 weeks post-op, I went and got myself a pair of Old Navy Rockstar skinny jeans. Got them in a size 20 because I was a size 20 then, but those motherfuckers ain't a size 20. They are probably closer to a 16. I mean, I've put on 16s and I've even put on some 14s, and I could not get these jeans on. They are just cut so slim. Got them on the other day. I mean, like, I could wear them out and nobody would think they looked bad, but they felt a little uncomfortable, like the crotch kind of fell down a little bit too low, kind of like when pantyhose doesn't fit. And they need to be broken in, but I got those, you know, about 6.5 months ago and looked at them and I was like, I will never get into these. These are so small. I will never get into these. And lo and behold, I got into them. I think it was Sunday or Monday night. I think it was Monday night I got into them. So that was really awesome, just so awesome. What else? There was more. Oh, this fill is still going really good. It's more or less ceased my desire to snack. Today was different. I don't know what was up with today. We had dinner at a friend's house last night, and she and I split a bottle of wine, so I woke up just, I mean, not feeling like hungover, but just feeling like, ugh. And sometimes when I feel like that, I get hungry. So I had a snack today, and it was like chicken with salsa on it. Like, it was not anything, like, it wasn't like a candy bar or something. But I mean, for the past 2-3 weeks, the desire to like snack when I'm at work is virtually gone. I mean, I just don't really want to. And that was always my problem with snacking. So that's really cool. I'm not doing so hot these days with the dairy. I've started eating cheese again. Oh, that was the other thing that I thought maybe could have attributed to my gain, is that I was eating almost no cheese before, and I've been eating cheese again. So I don't know. And I know I shouldn't, but I like it. It's so tasty. So I don't know, but that's what I've been doing, you know. I ain't perfect. So that's what's been going on with that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else here that I am missing. Oh, I will say too, now that I know I'm going to be on the like the job hunt, you know, interviewing and doing all that, it is such a relief to be, you know, close to 70 pounds lighter than I was the last time I had to look for a job. Because fatism exists. Thin people get better jobs. They get better pay. It's a truth. It's out there, you know. I lucked out with it with my job that I have currently because it's union, and I mean, they can get their asses taken to court and like that for anything like that. Ageism, sexism, racism, weightism, size, whatever it's called, sizeism. So I mean, I really kind of hit the lottery with that, but it's not going to be like that now. So I am so glad that I'm smaller, because it'll just hopefully make this easier. I hope it will. Or, I don't know. I'm not above shaking my ass for, well, not shaking my ass. Like, I mean, you know, I'm not above finagling my looks to help support my family in a corporate setting. So, I hope you guys understand. I'm not a whore. I'm not going to go, you know, sell it on the street corner or swing around the brass pole a few times. Not that anybody wants to see that anyways. So there's that. I have been meaning to touch on this for a really long time, and I always forget. What are we at, 13? Okay, we're not too bad. I often mention, well, every video I mention my highest weight to you guys, and I wanted to tell you why, and I couldn't remember if I had done before. Even though I started this lap band journey officially, officially I started in August of 2012, because that's when I actually went and started taking my pre-op insurance classes and, you know, making plans to get this done, you know, setting everything in motion. But this journey for me started back in 2000. They're fighting over something out there. In like 2000, I can't remember if it was 2008 or 2009. But that's when this whole thing started for me. I went to the doctor because my periods were very erratic, and I knew I was fat, but like I would look at pictures and I'd be like, oh, that's just a bad angle, or oh, I'm not that big. Like, I just totally didn't. I had like opposite body dysmorphia, which is something that's talked about a lot in this community. I just didn't think I was that fat. I mean, I know I was fat, but I didn't think I was that fat, even though I was a 3X size 24. You know, I walked around with a double chin, like, well, even bigger than that all the time. Didn't think I was as fat. So went to the doctor because my periods were super, super erratic. They just were all over the place, to see what was going on. Got on the scale, 303 pounds. And I was like, I was crushed. I was just like, how did this happen? How did I let myself get like this? I don't understand. Like, this is not me. Like, this is, I mean, it's 3. Whenever you see a 3 or a 4, I mean, anything above 2 really was just like, what have I done? Like, how did this happen? And so my doctor, I had Kaiser at the time, and she mentioned, she was like, well, you know, we offer bariatric surgery, we offer bypass, and we offer lapband. And I had looked very, very briefly at the lapband before, but it was just not in the cards there was no way I would have been able to do it at that point in time. So that's when I really started looking at this whole lapband journey. And so I had Kaiser. I had Kaiser and my husband had Kaiser, but we had different plans because we were with different employers. My plan covered a portion of bariatric surgery, either lapband or RNY. But either way, I would have had a pretty high out-of-pocket cost, and I was making, I mean, just chicken feed back then. We had no excess money, so there was no way I could have done it. And then I got on my husband's insurance plan, thinking, oh, this is a little bit better, maybe they'll pay for it, and they just didn't cover it at all. And then I got with my current job, and we were offered 3 different insurance plans, and so I got on one, called them right away. I was still in the 300 range right around then, like I was hovering right between like 300 plus, like 295 to 30 whatever. Called that insurance plan, and that one, they didn't offer it. And then I knew I had 2 other insurance plans, but I had to keep waiting for like open enrollment. You know, then my husband's insurance changed, and we called his insurance, and it didn't cover it. And I was at the point where I was ready to pay out of pocket. I was ready to, and when I say out of pocket, I don't mean go and get a loan. I mean, like, I was ready to start planning, saving, you know, the $9,000 it was going to cost, start putting that into my flex spending account and paying for it like that. And then it was open enrollment, and I went with the other, like the HMO instead of the PPO or whatever plan. I called that, and it was covered. And then after all that, okay, so it's open enrollment. This is like January of 2012. Yeah, this is January, I think, of 2012. I was 282 pounds at that point when I finally went and saw the doctor, who would be my surgeon. And like I mentioned before, just got major cold feet. And so I went in January. They wanted 6 months of classes, and I didn't start the classes until August of 2012. So I let 9 months pass between that, and then here we are. So that's why I always mention that 303 pound weight, is because in my heart, that's when I started this journey. That's when I started researching, and when I started trying to find an exercise program that would work for me, and when I discovered yoga during that time. Started looking at different surgeons. I mean, when I started doing, you know, all that stuff. So that's it, you guys. Send me prayers and job links. Yeah, no, not really. Just, that's all. I know things are going to work out. I know they're going to be okay. It's just been a very, very stressful week, and I am certain I'm going to come to you guys with a loss next week. So till then, I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.